So we're up and running.
It's us or them. Always has been, always will be.
Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Rafael Leao, Peter, is one player who could be unstoppable if he's in the mood. Easily one of the fastest players I've ever seen. He's capable of taking on multiple defenders and he can cause imbalances for any defence. And that's their problem because so many want to try and get to him to stop him getting into his stride.
He's having a shot! Superb goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, the roof's just about stayed on, but the crowd level has gone up a notch or 10.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? And no, that was never going to make it.
Lookman.
Thuram. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Ronaldinho. And he welcomes it in.
Big chance! One-on-one!
Good read, needed to be. Rafael Leao. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Lookman puts his foot on the gas. Well, they've got it again. That is ended up in no man's land. Ronaldinho. And it's Baggio. Gets a good foot in there.
Lookman.
And here's Batistuta.
Inter really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
And he's been shifted off it. Now it's Batistuta. And he's decided to go for it. Oh, nearly, but not quite.
Well, he's clearly in one of those moods. I think even he was asking perhaps a little too much from himself then.
Aldair. And this is Batistuta. Zanetti gets across to intercept that. Passing nice and neat.
Ronaldinho.
And that was very necessary. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Looking for the run. And this is Inzaghi. He shifted it to the flank. Oh, that was vital. Roberto Baggio. Now it's Thuram.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
15 minutes till half-time. Aldair wins the duel this time. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, they could be caught out here. He's picked his way through.
Batistuta! He's scored!
Two to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Milan are doing very nicely, thank you.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Now it's Thuram.
And the shot!
He's done very well to get to that.
Thuram really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And we have our very first corner.
There it is! Back to within one! Interesting! This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Zanetti cuts it out. Looking for options for movement. And the through ball. He's away! Shot at goal! Oh, super goal! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of... And Batistuta! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Inter Milan have hit a quick-fire double here and are right back on level terms. Rafael Leao. Nicely weighted ball. Now, can they get him away? Davids, spread it left. Fratesi. And the referee brings the first half to a close. High octane, high tempo, high scoring. That was quite a half of football. And we are up to the break.
Well, who would have expected both teams going in level after that? Lots of drama, and Peter, please don't ask me to pick a winner.
Well, it has been confrontational, combative, competitive, everything you'd expect from Derby Day. Terrific half, 4 goals split evenly, beautifully set up for the second period to follow. There's the whistle then to start the second half. Oh, nicely intercepted. Long ball by the goalkeeper. And it's Davids. Now it's Shevchenko. Inter Milan come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
Ball is over the line. Could be danger here. Roberto Baggio. Now it's Shevchenko. Bastoni. Costa Curta makes the interception. Davids. Roberto Baggio. It's run loose here. Fratesi. Now this could be a chance.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
That's going to go a long way. A probing pass. Nicely worked. Cleared without hesitation. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And he's in on goal. Great chance! Goal! Inter! And the comeback is complete. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Inter Milan go into the lead.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Played with speed from back to front. Rafael Leao. Inter Milan, perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution.
Well, you can only assume that the manager's got those substitutions on his mind.
Now it's Rafael Leao, Lookman, and this is Inzaghi. Inter Milan needed that. They really needed it.
You know, it was an intervention that...
Quickly taken. And here's Shevchenko. Fratesi. Zanetti. It's Thuram. Can he get it through? And this is Inzaghi. That's good play. Now there's a fine ball.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Lookman! And reclaimed it in a trice.
That's a modern defender's instinct from a modern coach's mindset.
Now it's Shevchenko. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Thuram is on his own. Tries a shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Bastoni with the clearance. Milan have it back and can go again. It's a searching pass. Roberto Baggio. Crossing. He rises! And that would have been game, set and match.
He's really trying to take this upon himself to get it won.
We have got changes here, from both sides in fact.
Well, the manager must have thought to himself, we're just narrowly ahead, so it's best to withdraw anybody showing signs of fatigue.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. The defence opting here for strength in numbers. Inter Milan ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. Over to the left. He's on it. Can he get away? Kostic! So close to drawing level.
That was so poor. A very decent chance, and the disappointment is all too obvious.
Inter Milan making another change here.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Zanetti. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. Now it's Shevchenko. That's a pretty loose pass. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
That pass has been well intercepted. Serginho. Kostic. Not the most accurate pass. Nicely shaped cross. Serginho cuts out the pass. Oh, it's come loose. Plays a sharp little ball here. Chance! He's missed, but not by that far. So that's it. It is all over. Inter Milan can celebrate now. They have exactly what they craved.
How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Well, it's pretty clear that there was a solid game plan in place for what was a very high-pressure game. I think it shows great maturity on the part of the players, and it was, for me, well-deserved and well-earned.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening.